Alright, let's get this going.
I'm talking about like this kid, but like they talking like these kids, this kid was like one of them kids just like he was wide open missing every shot.
That sucks. That I don't know how anyone could miss wide open shots in this game this year, man.
Yeah. And then I was playing with somebody else earlier. He had a 99 3-point rated player, and his fucking the 3-point percentage was only 40%.
That's crazy. That is terrible, man. I don't know how people could.
And I was just thinking about when I was and man, like if I remember, man, like I'm pretty sure I didn't even hit. I wasn't even 50% from 3-pointer mark. Look how hard it was to shoot in 19 and 20.
I have to admit, the last few days since
like 19 and 20 was like a legit skill-based game.
Yeah, I hate to.
25, 26 is not skill-based.
I hate to say this, but since I went and since I sold Magic Johnson, I've barely been shooting anywhere from like 30 to 50%. I don't even know if I think maybe a couple of games here and there where I shot 60%, but I'm shooting so bad ever since I sold Magic. And I don't want to have Magic Johnson in the lineup with a bunch of GOATs and a bunch of, GOAT and Invincibles coming off. What happened?
Get the GOAT Magic.
GOAT Magic is a $1,500 card.
It's worth it though.
Ty Debo said there wasn't much of a difference from the 100 to the GOAT.
Yeah, other than how it looks when that lineup shows up, that's huge.
It is.
To me, that in itself is worth the $1,500.
It is. That's what I thought too, but I can't afford them. So
But you're a Galliano, man.
yeah, but it'd be stupid to spend that kind of money on a game that's only gonna fucking be around for 6 more weeks. So I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that this year I'm not gonna have GOAT Magic Johnson on the team, and I'm gonna have to maybe just try to run Joker as my starting point guard. And if Joker can't make it for me, because last year I didn't like Joker as my starting point guard either, it's gonna have to be Dr. J, and then off the bench it's gonna have to be SGA. And I'm real comfortable with Dr. J, and I'm very comfortable with SGA. So one of those two will be my starting point guards, and one of those two will come off the bench. But yeah, or I could run LeBron and Joker. Joker starting, LeBron coming off the bench. I'm also comfortable with
If you get LeBron after losing the fucking Milano, you're a fucking idiot.
It doesn't matter because he's gonna go down to so much. By the time I buy LeBron, he'll probably be $1 million or $2 million MT. It won't matter that I lost $1 million on LeBron. It's not even gonna matter that I lost $1 million on LeBron, $1 million on SGA, and 400,000 on Akeem. It doesn't matter. The cards are gonna hit fucking rock bottom. I'm talking about the GOAT cards are gonna be a couple of mils soon, if not less. You can already get Vince Carter and for less than $1 million. So the GOAT cards have come crashing down. They're not, expensive at all and shit.
But they should be.
Turn left. Then turn left on Alafaya Trail.
If 2K smart, they'll figure out how to finesse you on every cent you have on MT.
They are, because it's time to start buying. It doesn't matter anymore. Now it's time to start buying. It's time for you to start spending your MT. There's no reason to hold on to your MT any longer. We're in the final season. It's season 8. After season 8 comes season 9 with no fucking content.
But that's the best time of the game according to you.
I like the final 3 seasons. That's me. I enjoy the final 3 seasons. I don't mind the final 3 seasons at all and shit. So, even if there's no content, I'm just there to play Showdown. That's all I'm there to really do. So, eventually I'll have all the cards in the collection. I end up with all the GOATs every year, and even last year I had less MT than I did this year, and the cards were just as expensive. Yo, what up, David? How's everyone's weekend starting off? I hope everyone's starting off their weekend in a really good, positive way. I'm over here trying to save up some extra spare cash so I can get me GOAT Yao Ming. so I can get me extra $60 that I can spare on the game and spend it without feeling bad, and get me Goat Yao. That's what I'm trying to do out here today, is make $60 that I can spend on a video game and not feel bad about it. Even though anytime you spend $60 on a video game or any sort of money on a game that you already bought, you should feel pretty bad about it. Oh my God, Elijah is so like into like microtransactions now, Lou, that is fucking. Yesterday he needed $11 for a space. I forgot the space simulator. Today he needed $10 for 10-15 bucks he wanted for Roblox. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't keep up with his microtransactions, and then my video game transactions is just so damn much money each week. And like I said, Lou, I love MYTEAM, and I love the way the game is coming to an end. I'm even not even as pissed off as I should be about the fact that I lost 2.5 million MT. And what could I care? They replaced the MT that I was gonna make with Akeem Olajuwon with the GOAT Akeem. The million MT that I lost on SGA, it's not gonna matter once the cards come down in price. I lost like 600,000 on him. It's not gonna matter once the cards come down in price. And then even the million on LeBron is not gonna matter at this stage. 2K tried his best to get a little bit of MT out of me, but all that's doing is kind of keeping me what I was already gonna do, which is just maybe GOAT LeBron James on the team right now. Wouldn't care about selling him, and I would have just probably held on to him, and I would have not felt bad if I lost MT on him. Even if that would have meant, hey, you lost 3 million MT on that card, I would have not cared. Yo, what up, Jane? Or I'll call you Janet. It says, but how you doing, Janet? Good to see you, Janet. Guys, if you could all click like and sub up, I'd really appreciate it. But we're over here doing some DoorDash. I'm gonna go pick up the first order of the day. It's coming from Miller's Ale House. I think it's gonna be maybe about a 10-minute order. It is paying me $7. So let's head over to Miller's Ale House. My DoorDash ratings have gotten really good. Everything's in like the 90s. I'm like 95. I'm at like a 95% acceptance rating, 99 or 94% completion rating, and like a 93 or actually a 94 on-time rating. So my DoorDash rating is looking really good. I'm in platinum tier, and I just got to keep it up. I just got to keep dropping these orders off on time, and I got to continue picking them up on time. And this way I get pretty much priority on all the available deliveries out there, and I get the highest paid ones, the highest paying ones. So this way I'm able to make money pretty quick, and I get off the road pretty quick, and that means I get to get back home to my family pretty quickly. Game, look what Chilango, let me tell you what Game 62, well, I'm just gonna call him Game 62. MT is pretty much worth nothing nowadays. Do you agree? I don't agree that it's worth nothing. It does have some value. Remember, the cards, the GOAT cards, and even some of the Invincibles are still pretty expensive. They're still pretty pricey. Pretty much every Invincible is like 500,000 to like 2 mil. And every GOAT card is pretty much a million MT to about 6 or 7 million MT, depending on the card you want to buy. There are some affordable GOATs, and there are some affordable Invincibles that like are about just a mil or two. And you don't need MT really right now. You could just rip the GOAT option box, and then you could just rip the GOAT Hall of Fame box, and you pretty much can make a starting. You could make a starting 5 and a bench. You'd make a really good starting 5 and a really good bench. So, do you need MT to build a team right now? No, you don't need MT to build a team right now. Because like I said, you could just buy the Hall of Fame box and the option box. There's no limit to the Hall of Fame box, so you can pretty much just build a team through that. Now, let's say if you don't want to spend that much money on building a GOAT team, you could do a combination now of, you know, buying the GOAT option box until you form your starting 5, and then using your MT to fill out your bench, to fill out your you know, your other positions and spots that need to be filled out. So that's what I think MT is for. Is just to buy your more affordable GOAT cards, your SGAs, your Scottie Pippen, your Vince Carters. You know, you use your MT now to basically build your bench. You use your MT to buy the one good player that you want, that one really expensive player like a Joker or a GOAT King James. If you got 3 million MT, you put that all towards GOAT King James. He's your favorite player. You're fucking happy right now. But is it as needed in previous years? No, it's not as needed. Paradox, I seen that, and Paradox, I'm so pissed off about the GOAT Akeem Olajuwon. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, I listed Invincible Grant Hill, and I made 400,000 off of him. And I loved Invincible Akeem Olajuwon so much that I said, let me hold on to Invincible Akeem for one more day, because I'm gonna need him to get some extra wins in Showdown, to hit 200 wins in Showdown. So I kept Invincible Akeem Olajuwon for one more day, and I listed him this morning, or last night at 10 p.m. for 24 hours. I listed him for, and I should have only listed him for 12 hours because he would have been sold by 10 a.m. But I listed him, and I probably lost about 400,000 MT that I could have made off of selling Invincible Akeem Olajuwon. Now it does have some bids already. I'm probably gonna make about 200,000 off of that Akeem. I did only pay 400,000 for him, so I probably lost about 200,000 on Akeem. But if I would have sold them before the announcement, I would have gotten probably about 400, maybe 500,000 MT for my Akeem Olajuwon, because he was fully badged out. He had 40 legends on him, and he was pretty much a GOAT card. Am I happy that they dropped a GOAT Akeem Olajuwon? Yes, and now at least I don't have to spend 2 million MT to get that GOAT Akeem, which I was definitely going to pick up a GOAT Akeem Olajuwon and a GOAT David Robinson this year to come out of my reserves, because those are some of my all-time favorite bigs. So I am very, very glad that I don't have to spend 2 million MT on GOAT Akeem Olajuwon. And while I am a little bit upset that I lost 400,000 if I would have sold them just a day ago, does it bug me? Does it irk me that I lost 400 or maybe 500,000 MT on that? Yes. Does it piss me off a lot, like really, really badly, as much as it did when I lost 1 million MT on LeBron and 600,000 on SGA? It doesn't bother me that much, but it basically makes me feel like I swapped out an Invincible Akeem Olajuwon that I paid 400,000 MT for, and I got a GOAT Akeem Olajuwon for 400,000 MT. That's what I feel like. Like I paid 400,000 for a GOAT Akeem. So I'm real happy with it. It was definitely a huge W by 2K, and but I'm just waiting on an order. But yeah, I already had the free Akeem Olajuwon locker code punched in, and I already added him to my lineup, to my bench. And today by 10 p.m. I have 3 GOAT cards that are gonna be finished selling. I got GOAT Dr. J, GOAT SGA, and I have GOAT SGA, Dr. and Vince Carter, all in the auction house. And I have GOAT Invincible Akeem Olajuwon in the auction house. So by today I should be back up to 12, 13 mil.
This is Jared.
No, I'm
Good night.
waiting on a Marco.
Mark, yes.
Gotcha. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. A really slow week for the end of season 7. It's gonna feel like a month, but I can't wait to see what season 8 holds for us. Like I said, level 37 should be a free Invincible, and then level 40 should be a GOAT card or a GOAT pack, or maybe a GOAT player, you know, just for level 40. But my team is looking pretty good, and I've got 12 million MT. I'm gonna buy Yao Ming today, and I'm gonna wait for the market to crash, because the market is definitely gonna crash pretty soon. I'm talking about Invincibles are gonna come down and GOATs are gonna come down. The only expensive GOAT that's gonna be out there is cards like Yao, Wemby, the Joker is still gonna be expensive. But most of those GOAT cards are going to come crashing down in price. I don't expect, after next week, I don't expect any of the GOAT cards to be really over 2 million MT except for Wemby, Yao, and maybe Joker. But even Joker will be down to about 3 mil by next week. You got to remember, next week is the start of the final season. I don't know how many people are gonna be on the game or spending on the game, but those cards are definitely gonna come crashing down in price, especially once they drop the $20 guaranteed GOAT packs, and especially once they drop the $30 GOAT 10-pack box. That should bring the market crashing down pretty big. But I'm in Miller's Ale House right now, and I'm just picking up an order, so I can get back on the road. And like I said, my goal is to make $60 today, so I can get that GOAT Yao Ming. And I'm gonna be so happy with that GOAT Yao Ming. That's why, like, even though I lost $1 million MT on selling LeBron James, and I lost 600,000 MT on SGA, and I lost 400,000 MT on Akeem, for a total of 2 million MT, I'm not even that upset because we got so much in return, you know. So, and we got the GOAT option box, which kind of made MT useless. You know, you could just pretty much, if you don't have enough MT or you want to hold on to your MT for other players, other less valuable players that aren't as expensive, what I recommend doing right now is using the option box to get the more expensive card, like your Yao Ming, your Wemby, your Joker, and then you use your MT to get the cheaper players in the auction house, your SGA, your Scottie Pippins, you know, stuff like that. But they are taking forever with this order over here. They were supposed to give me this order at 7:09 and it's now 7:15. But I want to get on the road and I need to start making that money so I can get that Yao Ming today. That's actually going to be my Father's Day gift to myself. I'm going to reward myself with GOAT Yao Ming today. So I can't wait to get home and get on that game. I really can't wait to get on that game today. They got a nifty little bar here, I guess. Pretty nice looking bar. But they are taking forever just to get an order. Is this order ready by any chance?
I see it, but we don't have it.
Okay. But yeah, guys, the game is it's in a good state if you're willing to spend money. And even if you don't have MT, let's say you started playing MYTEAM maybe a season or two ago, and you don't have that much MT stacked up, maybe you got a couple of mil, and you were bummed out, like, hey, I can't even enjoy the ending of this game, I can't even buy these GOAT cards because I don't have enough MT. Well, the GOAT option pack and the GOAT Hall of Fame box now gets rid of that. So you can now jump, next year, if they do it the same way, you can now jump on this game for just the final 2 seasons and go bananas on the final 2 seasons. You don't have to be playing MYTEAM next year the whole year round, saving and stacking up that MT for the whole year, worrying about 2K constantly finessing you out of your MT, like, oh, did I lose MT on that deal? Did I overpay for this card? Did that card undersell? Next year, you really don't have to worry about that because if 2K keeps it the way it is right now, you'll just basically be able to jump on the game at any stage of it, at any point, any season, especially towards end game, and then just buy your team instead of just having to stack up your MT for end game now. So those days look like they're pretty much gone. Right now, I'm just using my MT to build my bench and my reserves. I feel like $100 for the Hall of Fame box or for the option box isn't that bad. I just don't. This game is so expensive, yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, let's verify the order. You know, this game is so costly throughout the whole year, and especially at endgame, that if at endgame you're able to just buy the cards for $100 straight up, I don't mind that because there's been years. I remember in 2K24, I think I spent like $500 just to get GOAT Yao Ming, and that was at the very end of the game, I'm talking about at season like 9, you know, at the very last and final season, there was not even content out in the game anymore, is when I finally got Yao Ming, and I only was able to use him for like about maybe 4 to 6 weeks, and it was time to move on to 2K25. So at least this year, it's only $100 to get the player, and you have a really long time with the player. Is $100 a lot? Yes, it is a lot for a video game, for one player, and for one player that you're only gonna use for about maybe 6 to 10 weeks before you're forced to move on to 2K27 and start all over again. Yes, that is true. But it could be so much more costly. It could be so much more worse. With 14 million MT, I had 15.5 million MT just a few weeks ago. Even with 15.5 million MT, I wouldn't be able to get Yao Ming. I wouldn't be able to get Wemby. I wouldn't be able to get Porzingis or any of those cards. The only reason why I'm able to get those cards this year is because they're selling them in option packs and in a Hall of Fame box. So it could be so much more worse. It could be very costly. And I feel like this year, it's at least Endgame was a little bit more affordable than it ever has been before. Remember, you can open up a box, a 51-pack box right now and get nothing from the 51-pack box. And now this year, 2K is giving you the ability to just get the GOAT for $100 and guarantee yourself something good. So I feel like it's a W. Even though 200 is a lot, I mean, $100 on a player, each player is a lot. I'm hoping I don't have to do a whole starting 5. Now that I got GOAT Wemby, GOAT Yao Ming, and GOAT Kareem on the team, the only other player I really want is a GOAT Chet. That's the only one I would really like to get, is a GOAT Chet. So I may do one more box after this one, and then that's it. I have enough MT to buy me myself GOAT LeBron James again. I still have enough MT to get myself GOAT Dr. I have enough MT to get 10 GOAT players at 3 million MT per player once the market crashes. I can do 3 million a player. So I still have enough MT to probably build one of the best teams that's going to be out there in the game and on YouTube for sure. So the only thing that missing for me to have my dream lineup is I'm just waiting to get GOAT Chet to be my starter small forward. I think this year they're going to give us a GOAT Chet. That's going to blow a lot of people away, and a lot of people are going to spend a lot of money to get GOAT Chet to play the 3. So I'm really excited about the game. James Worthy is a really good player. The 100 James Worthy, I was running 100 James Worthy until about maybe 3 weeks ago. I was running my Laker lineup. It had 100 Magic, which I missed that card. And guys, before I move forward right now, I got to tell you something. 100 overall Magic Johnson is better than GOAT LeBron James, and he's better than GOAT SGA, and he's better than GOAT Vince Carter. The jump shot is that good on 100 Magic, and his size is that much of a difference. I have a whole lineup of GOAT cards, and I still miss my 100 Magic more than any card this year. And the 100 Magic was my favorite player. But there was a time where I was running 100 overall Magic, GOAT Michael Jordan, 100 James Worthy, 100 Shaq, and 100 Kareem. And then off the bench, I had one Invincible Anthony Davis, and I think Invincible Luka. So I had like a little Laker lineup going on. I'm telling you guys, never leave anything up to your girl or to your wife. I told my girl to get me a decent thing that holds the phone up, and she went and got me the crappiest cell phone stand or whatever that she could find on Amazon, the cheapest one. And now it's just fucking garbage, and it's just fucking bouncing around the whole place. Oh, what'd you get? What Invincible did you get? Oh, they made an invincible James Worthy? Don't tell me they made an invincible James Worthy. I would definitely pick that card up for my Lakers squad. I still want to make a Lakers squad. And, okay, I did not know that, Ronald. That's a huge, massive W. The fucking 100 James Worthy was so good that I was using it up until 3 weeks ago. Guys, that gives me hope that they're going to drop an invincible Magic Johnson. And if they drop an invincible Magic Johnson, I may run an invincible card alongside of my other GOAT cards. I may do that. I'm praying and hoping they drop an invincible Magic. Believe me when I say I want an invincible Magic Johnson over Joker and over LeBron James. That LeBron James, that GOAT LeBron James, does not have a good release. I do not like that Baluba upper. It is not for me. I could not get used to it. It was very weird. But Magic Johnson had the Brandon Ingram release this year. And if they can drop an invincible Magic Johnson that has like the same type of release, I'll be happy with an invincible Magic Johnson. Invincible James Worthy, 6'9". He could play the 2 or the 3. That's a W. That card is great. I loved his 100 card. It had a great release. So I don't know if you're gonna keep the card, Ronald, or if you're gonna flip it. But I would recommend maybe holding on to it. But that's really up to you whether you're gonna flip it or hold on to it. Oh man, the 100 was hooping for me on Showdown and King of the Court. I love that. You know, each year James Worthy is looked upon as kind of a mid card, kind of a card that 2K makes good, but you really don't want to pull it. This year, 2K found a way to make James Worthy cool by juicing him the fuck up. He was juiced up like he was on steroids. And I think James Worthy this year was a W. I enjoyed the 100 James Worthy a lot. I got him out of a Hall of Fame box, and I was not upset with it. I was happy that I got 100 James Worthy out of a Hall of Fame box. And I ran that card with with Kareem and Shaq and 100 Magic. I had more fun throughout the year running that Laker lineup than I did throughout the rest of the year. That was my favorite lineup, is when I had 100 Magic, GOAT Michael, 100 Worthy, and 100 Shaq and Kareem. That was my favorite lineup. Oh, I know. Ronald, you don't even want to hear about it, Ronald. I'm so fucking upset today. So 2 days ago, Ronald, I started selling my team. And I put Vince Carter on the line in the auction house. But I said to myself, oh no, my bad. It was Invincible Grant Hill. I listed into the auction house 2 days ago. And Invincible Grant Hill was coming off my bench. And I was like, it's time to sell him. You know, he's worth about 400,000 to 500,000 MT. I did get 480,000 MT. Now, I was going to list 2 days ago on the same day my Invincible Akeem Olajuwon. But I said to myself, damn, I still need an Invincible Akeem Olajuwon to get a couple of more wins. I'm almost at 200 Showdown wins. I'm now at 185. Akeem Olajuwon was a huge part of that. I said to myself, I need this Invincible Akeem to come off the bench. He's got 40 legends, and sometimes I even playing him with GOAT Kareem a lot. I love playing my Invincible Akeem with GOAT Kareem. So yesterday, it was time to sell my Akeem Olajuwon. I should have listed him for 4 hours or 12 hours, but I ended up listing him for 24 hours, which means he's going to end today at 10 p.m. So I spent 400,000 to get that Invincible Akeem. I thought I was going to get at least 200 to 300 back because he's all badged out with his legends. I'm probably going to get nothing. I probably just completely lost 400,000 on that card. And If I would have sold them the same time that I sold my Invincible Grant Hill, I probably would have made 500,000 off of that card. If I would have sold them today in the morning time, I probably would have made 400,000 or 500,000 MT. But I listed him for 24 hours. I listed him yesterday at 10 p.m. I listed him for 24 hours. He doesn't end until 10 p.m. tonight. I'm probably gonna get maybe 100,000 for him if I'm lucky. Somebody did place a bid on him already. I feel sorry for that person, but who knows how much. I lost about 500,000 MT on him. Yo, what's good, Corey? Yeah, that does suck. If I would have just listed Akeem Olajuwon to end any time today before 4 p.m., I would have made 400,000, 500,000 MT off of that card. Instead, for the first time ever, I never list cards for 24 hours, but the market was looking so bad yesterday that I said, let me list the cards for 24 hours. This way they end an hour before King of the Court starts. And I did 2 mistakes yesterday when I was listing my 5 cards. I accidentally listed SGA for only 12 hours. He ended at 10 a.m. and he only sold for 900,000. Every SGA today sold for 1.6, you know, like 1.1 to 1.6. I was the only card today that only sold for 900,000. So I lost about 600,000 on that deal. I did sell Dr. J today. He looks like I bought Dr. J for 1.7. He's already at 2.4, so I'm doing pretty good on Dr. J. So I did make up some MT on some cards. On some cards I lost MT, while other cards I did profit on. But I'm probably gonna hit, maybe I was at 15.5 before I started buying cards. I'm probably gonna hit about 13 million MT, which is more than enough to flout my team. And I'm getting Yao Ming today. So it does bother me that I lost 2 million MT in the last like 2 weeks. It does bother me a lot. And but little by little, it's just bothering me a little bit now. It's not really bothering me that much now that I see that we have the GOAT option pack and the GOAT Hall of Fame box and the sellable Invincibles, and it's not really bothering me that much. And the fact that the market is crashing so much, I feel like even though I only have about 14 million MT, I still feel like I oversaved. I still feel like I'm gonna get every card that I want. I'm still gonna be able to get Joker on the team. I'm still gonna get LeBron on the team. I'm gonna be able to get pretty much every card that I want, even though I lost about 2 mil. So it's not too bad. I don't feel too bad. I'm not too angry about it anymore. But it still does heat me up. It still does bother me a little bit, a good amount. But as long as I end the game with all of the cards I want, and when I say all of the cards I want, it's just the GOAT cards that I really want to end the year with. And there's maybe a few Invincible cards that I would like to have back in the collection. Like I would like to have Invincible Grant Hill back in the collection. That Invincible Grant Hill is one of the best cards of the year. Also, it reminds me of Magic Johnson a lot. I would like to get Invincible Chet if they don't make a GOAT Chet. But that's about it. Maybe Invincible Anthony Davis I would like to get back on the team. But that's only if they don't get GOAT cards. If they get GOAT cards, I would rather have the GOAT versions of those cards. But I'm doing really good in the game. I am at 185 wins. My win, I am 13-3 versus tier 1 competition. That gives me an 85% win ratio versus tier 1 players. And last week I was in tier 2 for King of the Court. So I'm having a lot of fun with the game. Chuck, I don't know. I've never heard of that, but I am not an immediate. I don't have to do whatever you're trying to get me to do. Plenty of people stream while they're driving, Chuck. Just to let you know, you don't have to be such an idiot. You're just trying to get me to do what you want me to do, And I'm not gonna do what you want me to do. I'm just gonna tell you to fuck off, Chuck. If you don't like what I'm doing here, you can fuck off and suck my big fat Italian dick. If you don't like what I'm doing here, Chuck. But I've done this type of stream plenty of times, and there's plenty of other people that do this type of stream. So you can suck a big fat one. How about that, Chuck? You like that answer, Chuck? That's what you get for trying to be a troll. I'm just out here trying to hang out with the homies and talk some MYTEAM and talk some 2K. Okay, I think I went into the wrong entrance. But I think I can still get to the apartment complex. But yeah, I'm a little bit pissed off at how much MT I've lost, but the fact that I lost 400,000 MT on the Invincible Akeem Olajuwon because I didn't sell them quick enough, and for 500,000 MT, and then they gave us a GOAT Akeem, it just makes me feel like I traded my Invincible Akeem Olajuwon for a GOAT Akeem, and that I really didn't miss out on much. I just feel like I'm trading out one card for the other, and that I lost about maybe anywhere from 300,000 to 500,000 MT. Is 500,000 MT easy to make up? No, but 300,000 MT is real easy to make up. So I don't think I'm gonna have a problem making up that MT. I don't even think I would have a problem making up 2 million MT. And I don't even think at this stage of the game, with the market crashing, that anyone even needs to make 2 million MT. Pretty soon, all of these GOAT cards and all of these Invincible cards are gonna be pretty damn cheap and affordable. Okay, guys, I gotta go into this apartment complex, and I guess I'll take you guys with me. I gotta find the way in first, though. Gotta grab the drink. Customers get really upset if you forget about that drink. Yeah, that does suck. Well, you could always use them for a badge. You could always turn them for a legend, even though like nowadays people really don't need legend badges. Most of the Invincibles that you buy in the auction house are already badged the fuck up, and the GOAT cards already come with all their legends, so they don't need them. Yeah, it sucks. You know, you spent 20 bucks and you wasted 20 bucks on it. If you ask me, Ronald, I would rather lose $20 on getting a duplicate Invincible Akeem Olajuwon than lose 400,000 or 500,000 MT. I would say you got off kind of lucky, but I understand that $20 is $20, and that is also a lot of money just to be given out in the game. And that's why I always say that in this game, when you spend any money on this game, it doesn't matter if it's 20 bucks, 30 bucks, or if it's 100 bucks. You should be allowed to get something, you know, good from this game. Thank you, sir. All right, guys, I gotta check which apartment I'm going to. A206, so I've gotta be going to the second floor. But yeah, I think anytime you spend money on this game, they should reward you with something, you know, guaranteed. And if you don't get something good, you should be able to take that player into the exchange and exchange it for something good. That's what I think should happen. That no matter how little you spend on this game, whether it's 5 bucks, 10 bucks, 15, 20, 30, 100, you should get something that you want. And if you don't get something that you feel like you got your money's worth, something to do, trade it in for besides just badges. Like right now, let's say if you get a duplicate Invincible or a duplicate GOAT card, it should allow you to take that GOAT or take that Invincible card and take it into the exchange and trade it in for a card that you actually want, you know, that has equal value. So let's say if you pull a GOAT Vince Carter, but you don't like Vince Carter, you should be able to take that card into the exchange and exchange it out for a GOAT SGA. I always 2K doesn't ever want to actually get close to that. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, I am looking for apartment 206. I really hate having to find the apartments and going up the stairs and the elevators because it kills time and then it makes you possibly late. And hold on, let me verify this order. You gotta snap a picture of it when you drop it off. All right, and we are done. Off to the next order. And guys, like I said, I need $60 that I can spend. I need spare cash to spend on this game. I don't ever want to have money coming out of my checkings or my savings for this fucking game anymore. So when I need some extra spare cash for this game that I want to spend on the game without feeling guilty or bad, I just do some Uber Eats, some DoorDash, and I make the money I need for the Hall of Fame box or the option box. I buy that, and then that's it. At all from ripping those boxes. And now the only thing you're gonna catch me ripping is just even next year is I just want to rip packs that have guaranteed players in it. I don't want to rip, and it'd be nice if next year they learn their lesson and they're like, hey, these option packs sell really well for us, and people seem really happy with the option pack. If next year they start off the game and they say, hey, here's an option pack, it has all the pink diamond cards from this drop. Or here's, we're in season 2 now. Now all the option packs have guaranteed pink diamonds in that. Then that kind of stuff would make me come back to the game and make me want to like pre-order it and get it. But to start the game over and to start having to save and stack up MT from nothing again and having to spend all that money to save and stack up MT, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to go through. I want to sit here and like enjoy these fucking GOAT cards and these invincible cards. I want to say a little bit longer. I want to say like, I don't think I'm going to be ready to get 2K27 until like October, when they usually drop the first festival of the year, the first good real festival of the year. But I have to say that this year 2K26, not that it left a bad taste in my mouth, but I like the game mechanics and the gameplay. But they made the shooting too easy, and there's no defense in the game this year, and that makes it real frustrating. And the price of the game was outrageously through the roof. And then throughout the year, the cards were so expensive that all you could buy were like the mediocre pink diamonds or the mediocre galaxy opals and dark matters and 100s. And you had to form a team with people that you didn't necessarily like, a team full of players that you necessarily weren't like head over heels for and crazy about. And I remember back in the day in 2K24, I could assemble the team that I wanted starting from the very beginning of the game. I would get the diamonds that I liked on my team. I would get the pink diamonds that I wanted on my team. The dark matters, the galaxy opals, that I wanted on my team. But this year they made it so damn near impossible for you to build your team the way in your vision and the way you wanted it and the players that you wanted, on your team. I haven't been able to do any of that until like the last couple of seasons. Until like last season. It was the first time that I started having players that I actually wanted on my team. And that's only because I started spending my MT. It's not because I was pulling a bunch of good cards out of packs. So next year they have to find a way that this game could actually... Yo, what's good, mozzarella sticks? They have to find a way for this game to actually go back to being called MYTEAM. And it can't be called MYTEAM if you can't put the players that you want on your team throughout the whole year. It can't be called MYTEAM if throughout the whole year you want to run with a King James, or you want to run with a really good Michael Jordan card or something, and you can't afford it throughout the whole fucking year. So how the fuck do they even dare call it MYTEAM when you're never really building your team? Throughout the year, I didn't want to play with Blake Griffin as much as I had to play with them this year. Or Draymond Green is another player that I had to like run so much throughout the year because they gave him to us as a 100, and then I got him out of a Hall of Fame box as an invincible. I didn't want to run with those cards, that much throughout the year, but I had to because I had to save and stack up the NT for Endgame. So I hope next year 2K finds a way to bring the fun back into the game, bring the excitement back into the game, and actually give us the possibility of forming our team in the vision, in the way we envision our teams being built, and with the players we want, and let us do that from the very beginning of the game. Don't sit here and tell me that I have to wait until fucking end game to get some good free invincibles and some free 100s and some fucking over expensive GOAT cards. By that time, you know, it's the end of the game. It's like right now, guys, this game, even though the promos have been the best they've had all year and the option packs have been amazing, this game is as dead as it's ever been. There's sometimes when I'm sitting there in Showdown waiting a good minute or two to get matched up. And it feels kind of like, you know, the excitement from the game is gone because it took them forever just to give us a good option pack. It took them forever to give us good pack odds. You know, and a lot of this game, I hate to say it, a lot of the excitement with this game is ripping packs and pulling the card that you want. Seeing the card that you want coming out of a 10-pack box for only $30 and popping out of a pack. It is one of the most exciting things ever. It is one of the most funnest and thrilling things ever. It makes you feel like you just won the lotto. 2K has to realize that people like ripping packs. They like getting cards they want out of the packs. And it brings them a lot of fun, a lot of enjoyment, and it's exciting. And with that gone, with such bad pack odds, it gets rid of half of the excitement from this game. Mozzarella Sticks, you need to stop it. You don't have a fucking budget squad. You have one of the best teams I've seen all year. Hey, Mozzarella, I got a question. Did you sell your cards or did you hold on to your cards? Because I sold my cards because I feel like there's going to be a huge market crash coming this next week. Did you sell your cards or did you hold on to them? Because I feel like, you know, right now is the time to sell these cards. And next season, when the cards drop down in price, they're going to go down tremendously. I'm talking about there's not even... The only cards next season that is going to be worth any MT is going to be Yao, Wemby, and maybe Joker. And Ben Simmons. All the other cards are going to come down in price by next season. They're going to come crashing down like below, like 2 million and below. Now, you're so lucky you're able to afford that, to do that, Mozzarella Sticks. This year, like in the last 2 weeks, you know, I should have held on to them maybe and just said, fuck it, I don't care that the market is crashing. But now I'm kind of glad that I did sell them. But I lost $1 million MT when I bought LeBron James and I tried them out. I lost $1 million on that. And then I lost 600,000 MT on running SGA for the last 2 weeks. And then I lost 400,000 MT because I rebought Invincible Hakeem Olajuwon and they just gave us the GOAT. And my Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't end until 10 p.m. today is when his auction ends. And if I would have sold them any time before 4 p.m. today, I would have right now an extra 400,000 or 500,000 MT. I would be counting my blessings right now if I would have sold them before 4 p.m. today. I never list my cards for 24 hours. Yesterday at 10 p.m. was the first time I ever listed my cards for 24 hours. And I accidentally listed SGA for 12 hours. He ended at 10 a.m. and he only sold for 900,000 when I should have got 1.6 for him. And then my Hakeem Olajuwon didn't. It's got some bids on it, but I don't think it's gonna hit 400,000. And I should have sold them last night, or I should have sold them to end quicker than 24 hours. That was my mistake. But instead of getting back to 15.5, I think I'm gonna hit maybe 14 mil. And I have to admit that if I have 14 million MT, that's more than enough to buy every card, every GOAT card in the auction house, and probably a few Invincibles that I want. And there was something else that happened. Oh, guys, I just got another order for 725. It's 2 minutes away. We are heading to Wingstop. I gotta bust a Yui. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I don't know who's calling me, but let's reject that phone call. I do have to say I'm not too upset about you got about 9 million. I want to say that Mozzarella, you also have enough MT for the rest of the season. You also have, once the market crashes in season 8, you'll probably be able to buy like a good 7 players with that 9 million MT. You'll be able to get whatever GOAT cards you want. And by season 9, when the market really crashes, the real final end game season, every GOAT card will only be about maybe a couple of 100,000, except for Yao and Wemby. There'll probably be a mil or two. But it happens every year. This is the same routine every year. Come season 8, come season 9, the GOAT cards go down in price big time. If you have about 9 to 10 mil, if you got about 10 to 12 mil, you're good. You'll be gravy. But for sure, going into season 8, I'm going to be able to make a full lineup of GOATs. I'm going to have Joker at the 1. I'm going to have KD at the 2. I'm hoping they drop a GOAT Chet at the 3. I'm going to have Wemby at the 4 and Yao at the 5. I'm getting Yao tonight. Off my bench, I'm going to have Kareem. I already got Kareem. I got Michael Jordan coming off the bench. I already got Michael. And I'm probably going to buy point guard LeBron. I'll probably buy Dirk Nowitzki to play the 3. And I got Akeem Olajuwon right now playing the 4, but I might get Porzingis to play the 4. So come next season, I have enough MT to build the best dream team ever. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like that too, Mozzarella Sticks. After I had this season, I just ended the game with I had Michael Jordan at the 2. I had Magic at the 1, 100 Magic. I had GOAT Michael at the 2. I had GOAT Scottie Pippen at the 3. I had GOAT Wemby at the 4, and I had GOAT Kareem at the 5. Or actually, I had Kareem at the 4, Wemby at the 5. And then off the bench, I had SGA, and I had GOAT Vince Carter coming off the bench, and GOAT SGA. I have to admit, that was a lot of fun. And I hit 200 showdown wins. You know, it did bring my MT down from 15.5 to 13 mil, 13.5, but I really don't care. I really didn't care. I just had more fun than anything with those cards and running those players and getting those easy dominating showdown wins. And that's the whole point of my team, to get those cards ahead of time. You know, to get not only those cards ahead of time, but to have the advantage over everyone when they don't have those type of cards. Once endgame comes, once it's season 8 or season 9 and everyone has the damn GOAT cards, they start to not feel that special. So I like getting them early, even if it means sacrificing and costing me a little bit of MT. Let me check out what my boy Carlos wants real quick. He's been calling me a few times. Hold on, guys. I gotta see what my boy Lowski wants.
What it do, my bros?
Yo, Loboski, what it do, ski? I'm over here streaming. What's going on?
Oh, I was just saying if you're coming through with that today.
With what? With what?
You know, the 40.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant the figure. My bad. Yeah. Let me do that. I'm gonna hit you up later on. Let me just get done with work and then I'll hit you up, Lowski.
Okay, bros.
All right, peace, fam.
Alright, peace.
Oh my God. Maybe I'm not getting Yao Ming today. I forgot I owe my boy $40 for Bud, and I need to re-up. Oh, do I have any Bud left over? I don't think I do. Well, either way, I'm still gonna get Yao Ming. I am not passing up Yao Ming. I'm gonna have Yao Ming on day 1. So that's what I'm getting today for sure. Oh, I do have his money. I forgot. Okay, I should be good. I forgot that I have his money. Okay, I should be good. I am going to get Yao Ming today, and I am going to get Bud. It'll be a perfect day. It'll be a great day. I'm just going to have to be out here until like 2 in the morning, working my ass off and save some money. I might not be able to get off the road early today, and I might not be able to jump on the sticks until like 2 a.m. Oh, and I passed Wingstop. That's great. But yeah, guys, I'm not like Mozzarella said, and like someone said earlier, the MT. Once you have every card that you want and you've been playing with every card that you want, you start to value more other things like the experience on the game. Your time on the game and having fun moments on the game. And once I had like, you know, like I said, I had like about 7 GOAT cards. Plus I had Invincible Akeem Olajuwon. I had Invincible Grant Hill on the team. I was getting so many easy, fun, dominating wins in season 7 that I just stopped caring about the MT and just holding on to MT and stacking it up. It was more about the experience. And if I knew that 2K was gonna give us guaranteed GOAT option boxes, oh, look at the little duck. Okay, can you guys get off the road? This duck doesn't want to move. We've got duck problems. Interesting little fact about these ducks is these ducks are not native to Orlando, and they're not really ducks. This guy was just gonna run them over. They're not really ducks, and they are killing off the real duck population. They're like these mean, aggressive ducks that like attack the other ducks. It's kind of shitty. Yeah, so guys, if I would have known that 2K was gonna drop a GOAT Hall of Fame box and a GOAT option box at the same time, instead of stacking up my MT throughout the year, I would have just been saving up money throughout the year, you know, to spend on the game. And I would have actually been buying cards that I needed at the time, like, you know, when we were going through the Pink Diamond stage or the Galaxy Opal stage and the Dark Matter stage. I could have really improved and upgraded those teams, you know, instead of just saving and stacking up my MT for Endgame. If I would have known that they were going to give us, you know, GOAT Hall of Fame boxes and GOAT option boxes for Endgame, I would have been more enjoying the game throughout the year as we went through it. I would have been using my MT more often instead of saving and stacking it. I would have bought more players. I would have tried out more players and ran different players at different points of the, and if I didn't like them, just flip them back into the auction house. But since I was so worried about Endgame, I never really did enjoy or have any financial freedom on the game. I really never spent my MT. I just kept saving it and stacking it. And at points, that made the game feel a little bit boring and stale. There was plenty of times throughout the year where I wanted to try out certain cards and I didn't try them out because I wanted to hold on to my MT. And I wish I would have had the chance to try them out when they were viable cards. So next year, if 2K does the same thing, I don't think you're gonna catch me saving and stacking up, you know, 15 million MT for Endgame. I'll just, you know, I would rather just, you know, enjoy the game throughout the year, you know, improve my team as much as I could throughout the year, make upgrades when I could, and enjoy the MT, and not have to care or worry about, oh, did I overspend on the MT? Did I undersell? Did 2K finesse me out of MT? I hate worrying. I hate that aspect of the game. I feel like 2K has made us into eBay auctioneers and into stockbrokers. I don't want to be an eBay auctioneer, and I don't want to be a stockbroker on 14th Avenue. You know, I just want to play the game without having to fucking figure out the stock market and the price and the value of the cards, of when they're dropping and when they're worth the most and when's a bad time to sell and when's a good time to sell. I'm not here to do all of that. I just want to play a basketball game. So I don't think next year I'm gonna care about the MT as much. It's just it makes the game very boring. It makes the game stale, and you don't get to interact with the content as much as you would like, especially in the exchange. Like, there's been plenty of times this year where I could have got a player from the exchange. I had enough MT to do it, but I didn't want to lock in that MT to get that player out of the exchange. If I knew they were going to drop a GOAT Hall of Fame box and a GOAT option pack, I would have been like, fuck it. You know, who cares? I'll just spend $100 at the end of the year and I'll get the cards I want. I never thought in 100 years they'd allow us to buy a GOAT Yao Ming or a GOAT Victor Wembanyama or a GOAT Kareem for only $100. That's crazy, guys, that they let us do that this year. And I feel like this year they're gonna see how much success they had with it, and believe me, there'll be a year where they're gonna push that Hall of Fame box or that option box to $150, and they're gonna see if we're okay with that. And then maybe somewhere far in the future they'll push it to $200. But they can already tell that we love this option pack. I love the option packs. I think it's great for the market. I think it brings the pack market crashing down. And I think it brings back the player market, which I was a big fan of the player market since 2K24. Since they took away the player market in 2K24, I've been saying, bring back the player market. And that's what the exchange is. The exchange is just the player market. It's just special inserts at a very expensive price. So I love the idea that they brought back the player market. I love the idea that they brought back special inserts. I love the idea of being able to go into the pack market and buy the car that I want directly out of the fucking pack market for $100. I think that's a huge W. Oh my God, Unlimited was way better than Showdown. Oh, you talking about Limited? I wasn't a big fan of Limited, to be honest. I was a big fan of Unlimited because it had better rewards. Not only did you get a player for reaching 20,000 points, you got players for reaching 2,000 points, 5,000 points, 10,000 points. You got random packs that would spit out, current updated players that were usable right after you pop that pack. Unlimited was such a good rewarding system that I really miss Unlimited more than anything. So I wish they would bring back Unlimited. Alright guys, let me get this food real quick.
Jeffrey, confirm that for me and you're all set.
I got an order for Lizette.
Lizette. Do you have Lizette over there?
Nothing.
Nope, just confirm that for me and you're all set. Coke, Facebook. Coke and Fanta?
But yeah guys, really ecstatic about the way the game has been going. Super happy about it. I'd rather buy the players at $100 a piece than give up 5-6 million MT for them each. Thanks man, I appreciate it. No problem, man. I'm gonna run this to the car. I'll be back for the drinks. This grown ass man is wearing red nail polish. I don't know when this became such a trend, but let me tell you, my boy, you ain't ever gonna catch my boy wearing no damn red nail polish. I'll whip his ass. I will whip it up on his ass if he ever dare tells me that I gotta wear red nail polish. It's the trend. It's cool. Nah, son, it ain't gonna be happening. That's what I'm gonna tell him. I don't care if it's in style or the ladies like it. He ain't gonna be wearing red nail polish. Alright, I gotta go pick up the drinks now. Yo, what's good, Ref? What's good, my boy? Good, Ref? That's my homie there, Ref. Ref is probably one of the funniest people in the community. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Take care. And guys, let's go drop off this order. I think it's like another $8 order. So little by little, we're getting them 60 bones that we need. And like I said, I'm gonna be out here until I make the money that I need for Yao Ming. I don't care how long it's gonna take today. We're gonna make it possible because Friday nights are usually real busy, and they're usually real busy with like big orders, like $10, $11, $12 orders, $20 orders. And I'm gonna have to work it today until I have Bud money and until I have Yao Ming money. But Yao Ming's coming home. We are gonna be singing the Yao Ming song tonight, and I'll probably be streaming once I get him. The only thing that I hate about the Hall of Fame box and this GOAT option box is a lot of people are starting to have the same lineups. Like, I hate like the fact that, you know, when I play mozzarella sticks, I want to have some sort of advantage over him. Not both of us running the same lineups and him just killing me with the three-pointers. You know, I want to have a team that can like defend it. But, you know, when you have like everyone's like getting the option pack and pretty much everyone is selecting the same options, everyone's got like the same team now. Okay, let me put the phone back. All right, guys, off we go to the next delivery. Okay, let me put in her address real quick. She said she gave me the wrong address and not to go to that address. At least she caught on to the mistake. Okay. Alright, guys. This trip is gonna be 9 minutes, and like I said, in 9 minutes we'll make another, I think it's like $8 trip, and I will be that much closer to getting GOAT Yao Ming. So huge W's, but I do have to make about $80, I feel like, out here today. 40. Yeah, I gotta at least make like 80 bucks. And so far I have 40, 60. Why do people act like that's not enough space when it was? Yeah, more than enough space to get by. It's just he's a bad driver. I need a total of $120. That's what I need. And out of 120, I think I got so far 60 of it. So I need to make $60. Not too bad, guys. I think we can do it for sure. I think we can do it for sure. I'm gonna make it possible. We're gonna bring home Yao Ming today, and my team is gonna start looking amazing. I'm feeling so good about my team. This is like, I just wish that, I think 2K, if they were smart about things, I wish they would make announcements about this kind of stuff and be like, hey guys, you know, we're gonna promote that this year we're gonna be dropping GOAT Hall of Fame boxes and GOAT option boxes. And I guarantee you that the game would not be this dead right now if people knew come season 7, come season 8, I'm gonna be able, it doesn't matter if I have MT stacked up or not. I'm gonna be able to just buy a GOAT option box, a GOAT Hall of Fame box. I'm gonna stick around until those boxes come out, and I'm gonna be able to play and enjoy the game and get the players I want once they drop those boxes. But nobody knew they were coming out. Nobody even knew if they were gonna drop more than one. You know, that's why everybody ran out and bought GOAT Kareem on day 1 of season 7. But I feel like they should next year, I don't know, maybe give us the heads up on their plans, you know, instead of creating so much FOMO. That I think 2K's created so much FOMO throughout the years that people are sick and tired of of dealing with this, sick and tired of dealing with the game and the stress and expecting not to get the players they want to play with, and then they just give up early and they take off on the game. They exit out, they leave, and now the game feels kind of dead, and now the game feels like not stale or boring, but it feels like the community is dead. It feels like, you know, it takes a while to find a matchup on Showdown or King of the Court, and it's sad because it's the best time of the year, and it's the best part of the year is right now. So like, I feel like if they would have just made some announcements like, hey guys, you don't have to hold on to all of your MT, you don't have to stack it up and hold on to like a bunch of crackheads. You can enjoy the game, spend your MT. We're gonna drop Hall of Fame option boxes. People would have stuck around for that. Where I feel like some people did leave the game somewhere around season 5 or 6. But yeah, guys, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to make this money. I'm gonna check pretty soon if I'm halfway there or not. I believe I'm already more than halfway there, and I should be able to make this money by like 10:30. But I really want to get home and get on the game and like play it. But usually when I get home, the first thing I do is eat dinner, shower up real quick, and then I spend some time with my son. And then normally when he falls asleep is when I get on the game. But I'm definitely going to get on the game, and I want to fucking go out and dominate Showdown today. I've been dominating Showdown now all year. And this season, season 7 has been my best season. I'm at 185 Showdown wins, and I'm 13-3 versus tier 1 players, which means I have an 85% win ratio versus tier 1 players, and I'm always in tier 2 of King of the Court. So these players, Yao Ming, Wemby, Kareem, they're going to help me. I'm going to just continue dominating this game and shit, man. The shitty part is we have a whole season left, a whole week left in this season before we get to season 8, when it's going to get really, really good. 2K is going to be dropping a ton of free invincibles. 2K is going to be fucking giving out a GOAT card in level 40, an invincible for level 37. So I can't wait for season 8 to start up. I'm already done with season 7. I got everything I wanted from season 7. I ran with an elite team, and I had a whole bunch of fun with the squad. I should have made a video on my team, but I didn't get a chance to. But man, I can't wait to see who the fuck we're gonna get this weekend. I can't wait for season 8 to start, my bad. But I have been pretty impressed with all of the promos they've been dropping, all of the GOAT option packs, and now the GOAT Hall of Fame box. I almost want to get that GOAT Hall of Fame box, but what about if they give me a GOAT SGA or a GOAT Vince Carter? Those cards aren't worth too much, and they're not worth $100. I could pretty much buy those cards from the auction house anytime I want. The only reason why I'm holding on to my MT is because in 1 week from now, I'll be able to afford Joker and LeBron James at a really, really cheap, affordable price. And I don't know if this year, if I want to go with the Joker as my 1, or if I want to go with Ben Simmons at the 1. I may go to Ben Simmons at the 1. The only thing is that in my team, I love actually running players that I like in real life. And in real life, I can't say I ever rooted for Ben Simmons. Who the fuck gave a fuck about Ben Simmons in real life? So I don't like getting players that I didn't like in real life. I enjoy playing the game with players I did like in real life. And I would rather have Joker starting for me than a Ben Simmons. Like, that would be a joke if I ran. Not that Ben Simmons isn't gonna be a great cheesy card to run with, but that's not what. If he ever becomes super affordable, I'm sure I'll get him at one point. I think this year I'm gonna pull off a ref, and I'm not gonna get 2K27 until like Christmas. Ref usually doesn't get the game until Christmas, and I think this year I'm gonna do like Ref does, and I'm not gonna get the game until Christmas. until either we get it for free or it comes down in price. But I'm not gonna spend $150 to get the hold on guys, I gotta get the gate code for this gate. I don't want to spend $150 to buy this game and then not be enjoying it for like half the year, because I really only enjoy it during end game. Like once the 100s, the Invincibles and the GOATs come out. And guys, just to let you know, if you're one of those people still like running a full lineup of 100s, those 100s can still play for you. Those 100s can still play. For sure. I was running 100 Shaq until about maybe 3-4 weeks ago. Until the first 2 weeks of season 7, or the first 3 weeks of season 7, I was running 100 Shaq, 100 Kareem, 100 Magic, 100 James Worthy, over invincible cards like Ben Wallace. I ran them over invincible Zion. I ran it over 100 Magic over invincible Donovan Mitchell. So there's still a lot of really good 100s that are still playable over even some of the 100s, especially if they're badged out. So don't think you have to have Invincibles on your team or 100s. You can still play the game and dominate. Hold on. With even the 100s. There's still some really good 100s out there. Magic Johnson is one of them. Zach Eady's is another. Jabari Smith Jr. is another. There's so many 100s that you could, they'll definitely hang with the Invincibles and some of the GOATs. Like if you have in 100 Jabari Smith Jr. playing against GOAT Scottie Pippen, that height on Jabari Smith Jr. at the 3 is going to give Scottie Pippen a problem. It's going to give Larry Bird a problem at the 3. So I want to say that you don't feel bad if you don't have any MT to spend on these Invincibles or GOATs, or you will eventually when they come crashing down in price. And if all you can afford is some 100s right now, stack up your team with the best 100s and end game like that. The 100s are definitely end game cards. If you have 100 Yao Ming right now with Zach Eady's, you're good. 100s are definitely your end game type of cards. Even if you're really good at the game, you could even end this game with Dark Matters that are all badged out. If you got Dark Matters that have all their Hoffs and their Legends, you can get out there and give a person problems in Showdown. You can get out there and give a person problems in King of the Court. All right, guys, I gotta drop off this order. What's the building number? Okay, I'm already in front of the building. I guess I'll take you guys with me. We're going to apartment 2020. But yeah, guys, I've been really excited about my team lately. Been thinking about it a lot because I'm constantly having to fucking monitor the auction house and the sales and trying to figure out when was a good time to put up cards and list them and try to make all my MT back and not lose any. But even by doing all of that, 2K still found a way to finesse me out of MT. Maybe I held on to Invincible Akeem Olajuwon for way too long. I should have sold him 2 days ago when I sold Invincible Grant Hill. But I had liked the card so much that I didn't think there was reason for it. I know I'm going to love this Invincible Akeem. It makes me want to pick up the GOAT Shaq so I can run those two together. But I'm going to run them with GOAT Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I kind of feel like this year I had enough of Shaq too. I ran with the Pink Diamond Shaq for a little bit, and then I ran with the 100 Shaq for like a good 2 seasons. So it's time to maybe move past the past Shaq. Once he comes down in price and he's super cheap and he's super affordable, and then I'll get him. Okay, let me see if it's apartment 202. No, it's apartment 303. Good thing I caught that. I almost dropped this food off in front of apartment 202 instead of 303. That would have been a big costly mistake. Hey, how's it going? Okay, apartment 303. Here's the order. And let me snap a picture. How you doing?
Did you get your picture?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Thank you so much. You have a good night. And let me get you a drink.
Thank
You have a good night. Thank you.
Take care. Hi, Josh.
What are y'all here, Josh? Y'all playing some hopscotch? All right, I'm gonna do a little hopscotch with you. Okay, look. Uh-oh. Let's see if you can do better. Oh my gosh. Josh, you got the skills. I don't know if I can do it that way. That was okay.
You okay, Josh? Oh.
All right, Josh, you take care, little man. Take care, man. See you later. Oh my God, though. Let me tell you guys, the mom that just answered the door was a hottie. Like when I say she was a nice, cute, thick hottie, she was a cute, thick hottie. She was a mommy hottie. And anytime somebody calls you a motherfucker, don't take it offensively. Because there are some cute, thick, hot little mommies out there that need fucking too. And she was one of them. Yeah, the girl that just answered the door, the lady, oh my God, was she like the perfect, cute, thick, hot mommy? Like, that's the best way to describe her. She was hot as fuck. She answered the door with some short little shorts on and one of those tube top type of things, and she was like looking thick in all the right places. Oh my gosh, she was a hottie. I wish I could have got a picture of that. Oh, I think sales for 2K27 are gonna be down. I think they'll definitely be down in sales. Last year I remember there was so much hype, so much excitement behind 2K26 and the new game mechanics and the new gameplay and going back to green or miss. And there was excitement about the pre-order. There was excitement about the trailer. This year, you haven't heard a word about pre-orders. You haven't heard a word about the trailer. Nothing really that talks about MYTEAM. And usually when a company's like hush-hush like that, and they don't give you any details about the game, that's because the game is going to be pretty damn bad. That's how I look at it. Because if the game was all that, if 2K27 is going to be all that, believe me, the company 2K would be out here hyping it up right now, pushing it, showing you what you're gonna miss if you don't do the pre-order for $150. But I don't see or hear any of that this year. I don't see 2K like boasting or bragging about the game or trying to get you to pre-order. I don't see them being confident. I just see them being quiet and they're not saying a word about the game. And to me, that's a bad sign that 2K27 is gonna be similar to 2K26 or it's gonna be a little bit worse. So I think sales are gonna be down. Hold on, guys. I gotta check my DoorDash stuff. I gotta check my how much money I've made and what the ratings are looking like. If everything has been on time. And so far, it looks like every single order has been on time. This last order was from Wingstop. Let's see if that one was on time. I don't know if this one was on time, but it looks like every other order so far has been on time. We're at $40 so far, and I got a little bit ways to go. But I am gonna get that goat Yao Ming today. I'm not gonna say if it's the last thing I do, but you know, I'm gonna try to make it possible. Okay, 53. Well, let me see how much more money I gotta make. Maybe another $50 I've got to make. Good Lord. That will definitely take me at least 2 hours to make out here. 2 to 3 hours that's going to take. Which is not too bad. It's not too... I do have another joint for the road. So I'm going to be hanging out with you guys while I try to make the next 50 to 60 bucks. And I'll smoke up the joint. I'll make some money. And I'll be able to treat myself for Father's Day. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to treat myself for Father's Day to a Yao Ming. Maybe I'll ask my girl if she can throw me 20 bucks for Father's Day. I'll probably ask my girl if she can throw me 20 more bucks for Father's Day. We are gonna go spend Father's Day at her father's house, and her mom and dad want to like do this big barbecue thing and grill, which they make great food. They make excellent food, so I'm always looking forward to their barbecues and their grills, and they always go above and beyond, and they just always go huge. You know, I'm sure they'll have like fireworks and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'll be at my in-laws, and while I'm there, I'll have the PlayStation with me. I really want to have Yao Ming by tonight. Yao Ming has got to be home by tonight. Oh, wait, some kind of accident happened over here. Something happened over here. Something's going on. Let me buckle up before something happens to me. Guys, if you haven't liked up the stream yet, please like up the stream and sub up. I would really appreciate it. I am here for your MYTEAM entertainment purposes. Another thing I want to make sure that I keep dropping these orders off on time and picking them up on time, because like the more you get your fucking ratings up, the more you get like the real expensive trips, and I could be done and off the road quicker and be back home playing my game. I would like to be home today by 10:30, 11:30. That'd be great. But I have a feeling I'm gonna be out here all fucking night, which sucks, because I'm pretty sure I have no bud left. Yeah, I definitely want to get that Yao Ming today. That's almost like a must-have. I always like getting the cards on day one as soon as they come out. But this Yao Ming and Wemby are the two cards that, for me, are the best endgame cards each year. And to me, those are the two cards you want to end the year with, and they're must-haves over everyone. I can't picture anybody wanting anything more than Yao Ming, Wemby. Definitely, I would put Ben Simmons in there, Magic Johnson, Chet, you know, your Sean Bradley's, who else is there? Your Ralph Sampson. Those really big cheesy cards is what you want to end the year with, and I know that's what I want to end the year with. And I heard Yao Ming's got a real cheesy jumper, super fast, super easy to time. I can't wait to check out his jumper. But I'm gonna be out here for a while picking up orders. It just got nighttime. It is 8:30 and it just now hit nighttime in Orlando. Normally the sun goes down between 8:30 and 8:45 during the summer. The shitty part is I haven't seen one nice sunny day since school got out. It's almost like the government controls the weather. Okay, we're looking for the next order, so hopefully we'll get one soon. I gotta keep these orders coming in as quickly as possible, so this way I can make the money during the dinner hour before it goes dead. So let's see. And it looks like I was also on time for the last order. So I should be getting something pretty soon. Yeah, I need to make like about 50 to 60 more dollars. I'm gonna be out here for a while. Hopefully I get some good trips. It says we're in a hot zone, and it is the dinner hour. It is the rush hour. So let's see if we can make some money out here and cook. But if not, I may have to ask my girl if she can spot me a little bit of money for Bud. If she'll help me out for Father's Day a little bit. Look at this. There's a sign over here for a professional wrestling school. That's got to be a tough way to make a living. A professional wrestler? Oh. Let's talk about neck injuries. But guys, if we can get some donations to the channel, that would really help. I got I don't have PayPal. I have Cash App. So if anybody wants to send me a dono to Cash App, it's the same thing over there, Indie2K, and you could find me pretty easily. I'm pretty sure I'm the only Indie2K on Cash App. A $20 dono, $40 dono would be real helpful. It'd get me off the road real early, get me home on the sticks, and streaming early. I feel like lately I've been working for the damn game. I had to make an extra $100 last week for Wemby, an extra $100 for Kareem. That's a lot of damn working just to get those players. And now this week I gotta work to get Yao Ming. The only good thing is my job is extremely easy and I get to smoke pot the whole time while I'm at work. I am basically just smoking up, getting high the whole time. Talking about my team or checking up on the auction house on the 2K mobile. But I have not gotten an order, and it says it's looking for an order, so hopefully we'll find one. We're about to enter the busy zone. So let's see if we get an order. We should get one ASAP. Oh guys, another thing I wanted to bring up, the GOAT Brunson card is a very good solid card. If you want to run that GOAT Brunson like as your PG2, even your PG1, I'm running him as my PG3. He's gonna play behind I'm hoping that Joker's gonna be my starting point guard and King James is gonna be my point PG2, and then Brunson out of the reserves. But it's a very good, fun, solid card. He doesn't miss any mid-rangers. He can do the pick and roll and dunk on people. He finishes really difficult clutch threes at the end of the clock, and at the end of, like, you know, right before halftime. If you get him that ball right before halftime with the clock ticking down, he's gonna make that 3-pointer for you. Really, really good card. He missed one shot for me the other day. I was down by 1 and I needed a 2-pointer, and the guy busted out a really big point guard on me and was able to block him or defend him really good, and I couldn't get the shot off, and I lost the game by 1 point. It kind of pissed me off. Yeah, and it was to a tier 1 player. It's one of the 3 losses I had this year versus a tier 1 player. But he is a very good card, really good. But I think I was trying to use him in the 4th quarter because he is clutch, and he's Clutch Brunson, and he was maybe a little bit too tired, and I ran the card into the ground. I should have put my starters back in. But like I said, I had put my cards in the auction house yesterday, so you know, I put my starting point guard was Dr. J. I put him in the auction house. My PG2 was Shay. Let me tell you, if you have enough MT to get either Dr. J or SGA, you can't go wrong with either player as your PG1 or your PG2. Both cards are really, really good. I love Dr. J a lot. It was a really good card. And SGA was probably one of the best offensive cards I've ever seen. That card, it can get to its open spot quicker than anyone. Probably the fastest card in the game, and it gets to the open spot like it's nothing. So I really did like SGA a lot. Oh, we got another order, but this order was only $5, but the pickup is only 2 minutes away. So let's go pick it up, make a quick $5, and I just gotta chip away at it. You know, I need like $50 more. I just gotta keep chipping away. The road that I'm currently on is well, actually, this is East Colonial. This is East 50, and this is like one of the main roads in Orlando. It's always got mad traffic in it. It's always fucking jam-packed. But guys, I appreciate everyone that's been hanging out. Really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't clicked like, please click like and sub up. But I'm just out here on the road now. Well, I feel like I got all the MYTEAM excitement out of my system. I am like super excited that Yao Ming is here. I just wish I was home on the game, and I just wish I had the money ready for it. But I have fallen behind on bills with all of these fucking GOAT option boxes coming out, and I need to catch up on some bills. I am waiting on some YouTube money to kick in. YouTube owes me $110, and I'm waiting for that to kick in too. That's probably what's gonna buy me my last and final box, is that YouTube money. Or I may use the YouTube money to buy me 2K27. Because they do owe me $110. I gotta get to this McDonald's over here, guys. And I'll take you guys in with me into McDonald's, because I don't know, nowadays I'm like, why leave the audience in the car while I get the food? Why not give you guys the full Indie2K experience? This is what I do when there's a drop that I really, really want to get. Like there's a car that I really want. I'm like, hey, time for me to go out there, make some extra money, you know, some spare, you know, spending cash for the game, money that leaves no paper trail for my girl to find, money that my girl can't get upset about, basically. But I have a feeling I'm gonna be out here for like most of the night. Like probably when I get home, I'll have enough energy to play like three games. Hopefully I get home by 2, and I'll have enough energy to play like 3 to 5 games of Showdown. And I'm trying to just get 3 wins a day till the end of the season, and then I get that 100 plus pack. I get I'll hit 200 wins, and I'll get that pack for us to open up. But ever since I got the second season 7 mode completion card, and let me tell you, Dominique Wilkins was a really good card. It was a very good card, and I had a lot of fun with it, and it shot really well. It's just that ever since like I want to say like since season 1, most of the season mode rewards didn't have much longevity, like your Pink Diamond Jack Sigma or your cards like that. The lifespan of those mode completion cards, or like anything you got from the exchange, they were very short. Okay, I got 2 orders. Thank you so much. This one's Rosa? Yeah. I'm gonna put this one in the car. I'll come back for the other one. Oh. Okay. I thought you were gonna take a while. Oh, for once I got like fast service out of McDonald's. I don't know why. It would be, I always think that people that work at McDonald's look pretty dreadful and pretty upset. It would be hard for me to like, you know, I've been doing like Uber and Uber Eats and Lyft and DoorDash now for like the last 8-10 years. And basically being my own boss for like the last 8 to 10 years. I've been my own boss basically. No one tells me what to do. I go to work when I want, I get off when I want, I make as much money as I want, and then I go home. And no one can tell me otherwise. But to go back and like have to be stuck in like a kitchen for 8 to 10 hours a day while you're feeling all nasty and greasy, and some person is like yelling at you, telling you what to do, what time to be in, you know, when you could take a break, when you can go fucking shit and eat. Fuck that shit. Get out here making easy $100 a day just doing this type of stuff. If I wasn't so lazy, I could probably push myself to $200 a day, but I'm pretty damn lazy when it comes to making money. Now, when it comes to stacking up MT, I'm the GOAT. When it comes to stacking up virtual video game currency, I'm the GOAT at that. And when it comes to spending real life money on shit that doesn't matter, I am also the GOAT of that. I gotta stop doing that shit. Yo, what's up, anime fan? I ain't see you there. Yo, what's up, Angelo? I should have said you guys' name and shit. My bad for not giving shout outs and stuff. But I appreciate Anime Fan and Angelo swinging through. Ref, thanks. Game, thanks. Mozzarella Sticks, thanks. QQ. Thanks to everyone that's been swinging through, hanging out. Ronald. And thanks for all the likes. Guys, if you could like up the stream and like sub up, I really appreciate that stuff. We're going to be going to our next order. And the next order is, let me see how far it is. The next order is only 4 minutes away. All right, let's get to it. We got 4 minutes to get there. And in 4 minutes, we'll make $5 off of that. That is awesome. That's not bad. If you can make $5 in 4 minutes, that's a W. That's a huge dub. If you're not wasting any gas, the less gas you waste on these trips, the better. The less distance you have to travel, the better. And the quicker you can move on to the next delivery, the better. And that's how you make your quick, easy money real fast. All right, let's get to this next order. Like, nobody wants to just let you through and shit. It's ridiculous. But these are the mean streets of Orlando, Florida, Orange County. This is my neck of the woods, or my hood, as I like to call it. My hood. But we're gonna go drop off this order. Man, and I'm also starving. I didn't eat any breakfast or lunch today. I just got out here. I woke up like really late in the afternoon. Me and my boy were up all night playing video games. And I woke up really late into the afternoon. And I had to make him breakfast. I had to give him a bath. You know, stuff like that. And I kind of skipped over my own breakfast and my own lunch. And here I am fucking starving like I'm fasting or something. But I was so damn excited about Goat Yao Ming that all I wanted to do was just get out here and make the money I need for it. Let me tell you, even if 2K sales are down, it doesn't even matter. They're going to make so much money this year with the end of this game and how much they're making off of these GOAT option boxes and how much they're making off of these GOAT Hall of Fame boxes. It doesn't even matter if sales are down next year. They're easily gonna fucking make it up. I also need to get like a drink because I have the worst cotton mouth from smoking all day. I hate that feeling of cotton mouth. Man, like it just lingers all day if you don't get like some water ASAP. But so far I've been making real good money. I just hope the night continues like this. I hope I can continue making quick, easy money, make the money I need, then go home. And then get to the game that I want to play. But I can't wait to try out this GOAT Yao Ming. Between Yao Ming and Wemby and Kareem, I'm just going to be dominating the game. And I can't wait to get some of my players back and get into Season 8 when the cards are going to be cheaper. But it's like, it feels like a week in this game feels like a fucking year. And I hate when I'm playing the game and I don't have the cards that I want. You know, especially at this stage of the game, I want to have the cards that I want to play with all the time. So that's why these GOAT option boxes that you can't sell the cards are great, because it allows me to save up my MT for next season and continue stacking it a little bit more. And it allows me to continue building my team with cards that I like and cards that I want to have fun with. I hate when the game isn't fun. And I want to say that this year, this game has been so much fun. I'm going to stick with it for a little bit longer than just... Even if I do the pre-order, I still might just be on 2K26, you know, until the game gets good and affordable. You know, I'll just play the game here and there. I'll just stack up MT. I'll do MT methods, but I don't know what I'm going to do as far as content, but I really don't want to start all over from the beginning and be like, oh, look at me, I got diamond cards. Oh, look, I finally got to 1,000,000 MT. No, I don't want to do that ever again. That's lame. Like it. 2K next year better realize that people want guaranteed option packs from the beginning of the year. That's what I want to see next year. If next year I can start the game off and they say, well, you get to pick, we sell you a $50 diamond pack and you get to choose from 5 diamonds, you know, from the promo or whatever, I would take that anytime. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But not that, you know, we got to stack up our MT again and save and continue. No, I just rather, you know, come into the game and be able to buy the cards I want. You know, and it shouldn't be $100 for every single box. Like, in the beginning of the year, the most you should be paying for like a diamond option pack would be like $30 to $50. And with a pink diamond, maybe $50 and that's it. But 2K's got to realize that the economy's bad. People are barely working out here and making money, and they don't have $100 to spend on this game every fucking week or twice a week. 2K wants you to turn this into a daily, like a weekly bill that you pay like twice a week to enjoy this game. Who the fuck is gonna spend $200 a week just to enjoy this video game? Not me. This will be my last year if it's like this. I'll be like, oh, no money spent next year. I'll just do the pro pass. This seems like there was an accident up ahead, so let's see what happened. I'll see if I can get us a view of this. Yep, major accident. Okay, I don't want to be a part of this accident. This guy's too stupid to slow the fuck down and to realize an accident happened, and that's why this car's pulled over on the other side. I guess some people just lack that common sense. I guess that's too difficult for some people. Oh, and because of that accident, I missed my turn. Okay, I gotta bust a 3-point turn. There's always an accident on these fucking roads over here, man. This sucks. I hope this doesn't make me late for my fucking order, but it most likely will, because nobody wants to let you through. Okay, not too bad. I feel like I wasted about 30 seconds on that. Okay, now I gotta get in here and get in here quickly, find the apartment quickly, and drop off this order quickly. That's great. Okay, hopefully this person is pushing in the gate code. For some reason, there was like a police officer just standing there. I don't know what she was doing. I think maybe she was more of like a security guard. It didn't look like she was securing much of anything though. Okay, I think this is the building. Let me check real quick, guys. I'm gonna park real fast. And I'll take you guys with me on this order. Instead of just leaving you with images of like swampland. Or what used to be swampland. Okay, order for Jalen. All right. Let's get going, guys. Let me tell you, with 2 cell phones, it's a lot to carry around. But I did notice that the second I stopped doing these fucking streams of me at work, my views went down a little bit. So I figured, let me start doing these again. Okay, 1291. It's crazy, like these buildings, they do such a bad job of like making the building number visible. Okay, 301. It looks like we gotta go all the way to the top floor. That's another thing that sucks about this job is how much you have to go up and down these stairs. But I have to admit, if I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't be getting much exercise throughout the day. I'm just like your typical gamer that really doesn't exercise much. And I should be, instead of playing the video games every single fucking night, I should be over there hitting the gym every single night and being healthier. And I want to say I'm going to start doing that. From 2K27, I'm going to start taking more breaks from the game and start living life. You know, this game should be like a hobby that you only do on the side, not fucking a hobby that consumes your whole fucking life and your life savings. All right, we just got done with that order. Time to go back down these fucking stairs. This is my car. It looks so spooky down there, and it's really not that scary looking. But through the cell phone, it looks pretty damn scary and shit. Like I'm out in the middle of nowhere or something. Hi, this was a 2-part order. That's why it was, I think it was like $8 or $11 for this delivery. But it's got a second part to it. That's probably why it was so damn much. All right, back in the car. Hold on, guys. I gotta put the phone back on the charger. And let's get going. I don't know what's going on today, but there's a lot of traffic, and it seems like there's a lot of UCF kids out here partying and shit. So something's got to be going on in the city of Orlando, because it's been really busy with the like deliveries and stuff. It says this order's 5 minutes away. But I'm gonna be out here tonight until I make all of my Yao Ming money. I am not gonna let Father's Day weekend start and I don't have Yao Ming on the team. So I'm gonna have to sit out here and grind it out until I make some real life money for Yao Ming. I don't care how busy it gets. I don't care how boring it gets. I'm just gonna have to do it. I believe I'm halfway to my destination. I'm at the halfway point for Yao Ming. Yeah, some sort of major accident happened over here to the left. Like a 4-car pileup. Yeah. I guess tonight, don't stop, won't stop until I get Yao Ming. Hold on, guys. I'm telling you, if some other NBA company ever makes another NBA game, believe me, that's where I'm gonna be. Fucking out here working for this damn game. Well, I missed the turn for that, so I gotta make the next U-turn. People today are in a rush. This guy over here flashing his high beams at me. I'm about to get into the turning lane. Give me a chance to get into the turning lane there, buddy. It's starting to drizzle, guys, so I'm sorry about if it's looking a little blurry now. It should clear up, but it is starting to drizzle a little bit. It sucks because lately it's been raining every single fucking day in Orlando. Like, it doesn't stop. Okay, time to use the windshield wipers, unfortunately, because it is raining a little bit. The second I start streaming is the second it starts raining. It's not too bad, but it is drizzling to the point where I have to use the windshield wipers. And I have to roll up the windows now. I like driving with the windows down and not using so much AC constantly. But it is raining a little bit now. Okay, this is a turn that I miss. I've been missing a lot of turns lately. Maybe I'm getting too stoned at work. Or maybe reading the chat too much. And it says we're only 1 minute away from the stop. So let's drop off this order. This area doesn't look this spooky during the day, but it's really not in a community. It's not like in a subdivision or anything like that. It's not the suburbs or anything, that's for sure. It's more like houses like out on the open road. It's really weird, really odd to explain, but it's not like a community, like, you know, where people live in a subdivision. So I'm gonna have to pull into their driveway. I'm looking for 1956. It looks like it's on the left-hand side. Hopefully I'll find it on the first attempt, because there is somebody on my ass. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to do a U-turn somewhere. But it is really dark out here. Okay, this is 1970. So it means that I passed 1956, but it's not too far back. Three-point turn in the middle of traffic, not fun. Okay, 1956, where is it? That's 1954. Looks like I'm gonna have to walk in this rain a little bit to drop off the order. I'm gonna take you guys with me because it is a scary looking area. This is like in the middle of the woods, it feels like. So I'm gonna take you guys with me. And just in case anything happens, at least it's documented. At least somebody's seen it. Okay, 1956, and we're at 1948. So let's see how far we have to walk. There's no sidewalks over here. This is crazy work. Let's see, this is... You can't even see the numbers on the mailbox. A little bit scary, not gonna lie. Walking down the streets. It's a little spooky, a little bit dark. Here's 1952. And maybe this is 1956. No, that's 1954. And maybe 96 has got to be the next house. A little bit scary. It looks like the person might be out there waiting for me. Car coming towards me. Time to walk in the grass. How you doing? Waiting on DoorDash? Yeah. Okay. A little bit hard to find the house.
Yeah, we have it marked with the thing down there.
It's so dark in the area, but thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, no problem, thank you.
You have a good night. Okay. Now it's time to get back to the car. And that, I would say, is like, wasn't a bad order, or we already got another order. But like, you have to deal with shit like this when you're doing DoorDash. Like right now, I don't want to be walking in the middle of the street, but there's no sidewalks here. There's just grass and woods. See? And look how scary that looks. An inbred could just jump out of there and try to abduct me for body parts and organs right now. And there's no sidewalk here, so I have no choice but to walk in the middle of the street. And this is the kind of shit you deal with when you're doing DoorDash or Uber Eats. It's kind of scary, but I'm doing it for Goat Yao Ming. you know, anything for this damn game that I love playing so much. And it is Father's Day, and I do want to treat myself to a nice little gift on the game. Okay. Hold on, guys. I gotta put the charger back. And guys, if you can get me to 10 likes or like up the stream, maybe sub up, I would appreciate it. I am out here for your viewing entertainment purposes. And out here to develop a little community of like-minded people. So if there's anything anybody wants to talk about, comic books, video games, conspiracy theories, Marvel stuff. I love Marvel superheroes. If you want to talk about any Marvel shows or movies or any sci-fi and horror TV shows and movies, just say the word, and believe me, I can rant on about those subjects for hours, because I love comic books, I love Marvel, I love basketball, I love NBA hoops, I love collecting basketball cards, I love watching a lot of sci-fi and horror stuff, and I love watching the anything that has to do with the MCU. Okay, I gotta reverse out of here. Okay. So no abduction happened. I'm okay, I'm safe. The only thing I had to do was walk in the middle of the streets to drop that order off. But we've got another order 5 minutes away for Taco Bell. And looks like I'm gonna be getting me Yao Ming. And that's all I really need. I don't want to overdo it. And I was thinking about ripping a Hall of Fame box too, to make MT off of the sellable content, but I was just like, man, I was like, most of these Invincibles aren't worth that much. And I think they need to drop the Invincible pack that's worth $20, but where the card is sellable. Right now they have an Invincible pack for 75,000 VC, that's 20 bucks, but it's non-sellable. If they drop the same pack but sellable, I would be buying those every day, all day, farming MT. But I'm not gonna spend $100 to get a card like Ray Allen, and you know, all you're gonna make is like 100,000 MT off of that $100 you spent. You would have to get really lucky opening up that Hall of Fame box and get Chet or Wemby for you to make any MT off of that. So I wouldn't open the Hall of Fame box, but I do want to open up the GOAT option box. Those GOAT option boxes are so addictive. They got me by the balls. There's another honey right there. Damn, honey's all over the place. Hi. Pretty I don't want to say quiet night. There's a lot of traffic out here, but the weather is really nice. It's like a nice crispy cold air today because it's been rainy and stormy, so the air's got that crispy cold like feel to it instead of like that hot humid feel to it. I can feel like this crispy coldness in the air from like the rain, and it feels really good out here today. That's why I want to drive with the windows down. And it's a pretty nice night out here. Not too bad. Eventually, though, I gotta become more of a daytime person. I want to start spending more time with my son during the day. I feel like he's becoming a night owl, and I don't want him to pick up on those night owl habits and then become a huge night owl for the rest of his life. Want him to be on just like a normal, regular, routine schedule. It's good to have a good routine sleep schedule. My sleep schedule is always all over the place. And it's always been like that. I don't want to say that it's just been like that since I've got a kid now. It's been like that all the time. I always get 8 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep and shit. But when I go to sleep, it's all over the place. Most of the time, I'm like, oh shit, it's 5:30 in the morning. The sun is about to come up in an hour. Let me get my ass to bed. I can stay up playing video games. I can stay up doom scrolling. I can stay up fucking watching videos or watching TV shows or movies. And I always get stuck doing something. And I never feel too tired. I always say you can sleep when you're dead. But I am a bit of a night owl, and that's why I work the night shift. And that's why I play my video games when I get home at night. And that's why I stream at night. If you guys are like, yo, where's Indy during the day? Why doesn't he stream or play the game? It's because I'm probably sleeping. And I don't know. I feel like with Uber and DoorDash, there's more money to be made during the nighttime than during the daytime. I've got to pick up this order, guys. It's at Taco Bell. I don't know why I parked in front of Denny's. But I'm going to take you guys with me. Let's go into Taco Hell. Taco Bell has got to be the grossest establishment to eat and work at. It is also, I think I had a job there once. Well, I had a job there one time, but I think I only lasted like 3 weeks. And this fat lady came in. She must have been like a 300-pounder. And she had like 3 or 4 kids with her. And they were like fucking 300-pounders. And they came in there and ordered like 50 tacos. And I gave her this look of utter like disgust. And like the lady complained to the manager. The manager was like, oh, you can't give, these kind of looks to people when they order, so much food. I was like, well, that's probably why she has diabetes and high blood pressure and shit like that. But you can't say nothing. So I got sent home early that day. And then afterwards, I basically got fired for giving a huge 300-pound obese woman and her 3 to 4 kids. Between all of them, they weighed like a good ton. They weighed like a good 1,000 pounds. And like I gave them the utter look of just disgust and revolt. And that look got me fired from Taco Bell. You cannot let people know that they're being disgusting fat asses at Taco Bell. You just have to let it be. All right, let me get the food real quick. This is a busy Taco Bell. No customer service at Taco Bell at all. 0. That's why it takes so long to get these orders.
You're about to take another. Oh my goodness.
look how nasty the food is put together. It looks like slop. It's probably human beef. I'm waiting on an order for Steven for DoorDash. Steven J. No problem. Appreciate it, man. Says it's gonna be a moment, guys. Let's see how long it takes. While I'm here, I'm gonna check my DoorDash rating and stuff.
Order for cherry? Cherry?
It looks like my ratings are doing pretty good, and I'm doing pretty good money-wise. Just gotta keep going. Just picking up this food from Taco Bell. And it is taking a long time. Let's walk around. Taco Bell is pretty empty nowadays. Now that people have discovered it is human food, human beef. And it's probably not human beef, but it's definitely probably like bioengineered food. Stephen V. That's me. Appreciate it, man.
I do little orders. I'm not about to look first.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that places like Taco Bell and stuff like that, it's gotta be like bioengineered food or genetically modified food or 3D printed food. But it's definitely something like that. You know, you can't tell me that Taco Bell is giving you like grade A beef, grade A cows, you know, grade A beef for a fucking $1.79 taco. No, it's not happening. We don't have that many fucking cows in the fucking world to provide that many tacos, that many beef tacos for fucking Taco Bell. How the fuck are they selling a fucking cow that you gotta slaughter and make it into beef for $1.79? There's no way. And that's because it ain't real beef. It's mostly, like I said, genetically modified food or bioengineered food or 3D printed food or chemically made food that is made to taste like beef and steak, but it's not. It's probably some soy-based kind of food or some shit like that, but it's definitely not real beef or real steak. Fuck, I can't even go to the store and get a whole steak for $7. You can't even get a steak for $20 nowadays from the supermarket. And you're telling me you're able to get fucking 10 steak chalupas for fucking $15 from Taco Bell? Fuck out of here. You can't even go to the supermarket and get a steak for $20. But over here at Taco Bell, you can get steak fucking quesadillas all day for fucking $2. It's because it ain't real steak. It's real fucking slop. That's what it is. When I worked there, I remember going into the freezer to get the steak. And I was like, where's the steak? And they're like, this bag over here is the steak. And I'm like, there's nothing in here but a bunch of like gravy and like chemical looking stuff. Like, you know, like, and they were like, oh, the steak is somewhere in there. And I was like, oh my God, the steak is somewhere in the middle of this nasty fucking slop of chemicals. So after working at Taco Bell, I've never eaten at Taco Bell ever again. I think the last time I ate at Taco Bell was over 10 years ago. Now, if my girl picks up a little Taco Bell, I'll take a bite of it, or I'll nibble on it or something, or I'll maybe order a burrito or something, but most of the time I fucking get Chipotle. Like, Taco Bell is some nasty fucking shit that's gotta be bad for you. Oh my God. I've got a second part to this order. Well, it's time to go back into Taco Bell. Fuck. I guess they added like another order to this. Good thing I didn't leave because there was a second part to this order. But over here to the left of me, we got a Twisty Treat, which serves probably like the best ice cream in Orlando. Hold on, guys. Gotta make sure I fucking left my wallet there. Actually, what I want to make sure is that I didn't drop and lose my joint. Okay, it's over there. Whew, I thought I dropped my joint on the floor. And the other day I think I was at a Burger King, and I dropped my joint on the floor because I forgot that it was on my lap, and it fell like right into like an oil slick. And I was just like, ugh. And it wasn't even that it was an oil slick, it's just that the floor was darker on that spot, which, and it was a parking spot. And afterwards I was like, I'm a little bit germophobic. I was like, I am not smoking that joint. And I just gave it to a homeless person. But the part that it landed on was like darker than the rest of the concrete in the parking lot. So I was like, I'm not smoking it. Oh my God. That's grade A beef. So let me get this order now. Thank you so much. Got an order for Daniel now. I wish I would have known that I had this order before. I would have not left the store. There was another order for Daniel. Appreciate it so much. This little tiny bag, it feels like it weighs like 4 or 5 pounds worth of taco stuff in it. And that's what I'm saying. There's no way you can buy this much taco beef and steak tacos for so cheap and have it really be actual real beef and tacos in the meat, like in your tacos. Who the fuck knows what kind of beef and steak they're putting into your tacos? And the chicken nowadays, have you seen how gross the chicken is when you go to like KFC? The texture of that chicken doesn't even taste like real chicken. We also got a Denny's over here next to the Twisty Treat. And then the rest of the plaza is pretty nice too. Alright. I really hope I'm able to get Yao Ming today, but I am starting to get worn out, and it's only 9:30. I guess I could push myself for another 2 hours easily. But let's see how much I make.
Pushing yourself for another 2 hours is doable, but don't burn out over a game. If you're feeling exhausted, it might be better to rest and try again fresh tomorrow.
I must have hit Google Assist, but it told me not to burn myself out. All right, we got both orders. Let's head out. Let's roll out. But I'm kind of feeling, guys, like after this Goat Yao Ming, if they don't drop, the only other card I would do this for again is a Goat Chet. But besides that, I don't think I would fucking do this again. And those $20 Goat packs, I don't even think I'm going to want to rip them. And those $30 Goat boxes, I don't even think I'm going to want to rip those. Because I think I'm going to have enough MT to get everything I want. You know, these Goat boxes are going to make that possible. So I'm not going to sit out there and, you know, be like, oh, I got to get it. I want to just be playing the game. The next 6 weeks, for this last season of the game, that's all I want to do is just sit home and play this game as much as possible and stream it as much as possible. But it looks like we're going to an apartment complex that's 5 minutes away. When I say that I'm excited to get home and play the game, I'm pretty excited. What's going on, Chilongo? What is going on, Chilongo?
Not much.
Man, Chilongo, I just realized I'm in a little bit of a bind.
Why is that?
Well, A, my account is in the negative again by like $200, which I would, yeah, I would have the money for that if I wasn't spending so much on the game constantly.
Yeah, no shit.
And then I owe Carlito $40 on top of trying to get another 40, you know, for, you know, fronted or something. And then on top of that, there's Yao Ming, which, you know, I want really.
Your priority after Carlos.
Yeah, that's my priority after Carlos. But if I come up with a total of 120 today, oh my God, I should just get to 150 and get the 150,000 VC package. I just realized that's what I should do, Lewis. Yeah, that is true. But if I reach 120, I should be fine between Bud and getting the Yao Ming today. Which getting Yao Ming today, Lou, on top of getting Go Akeem, oh my God, you know how much I love Akeem Olajuwon. Like it didn't even bother me that I lost 400. I'm just gonna pretend in my head that I paid 400,000 to get this fucking Go Akeem.
And everybody else paid nothing for.
That everyone else paid nothing for. That if I would have just sold my Akeem, Lou, just the day before yesterday, it'd be an extra. In season 8, something like 400,000 or 500,000 MT would be a GOAT player for sure. It would be Vince Carter. You know, I can get Vince. I could have gotten Vince Carter with that kind of MT, and I had no. It was supposed season 7. The game 7 locker code was just supposed to be an invincible for what everyone thought. No one thought it was gonna be a GOAT card, so I didn't even think it was gonna be another GOAT. Let alone, yeah, Elijah one that I wanted. So I figured, like, hey, I'm safe. I'm going to use this card as long as possible. It's really fun. I love this card.
Can you imagine if they would have gave out Go Porzingis for Game 7?
Oh, my God. That would have been crazy.
Because didn't he win the championship with the Celtics even though he was on the bench?
No, he started. What do you mean, Lou?
No, because he got injured.
Yeah, but remember Game 1, he won them Game 1 by himself. That was big enough that once it was either Game 1 or Game 2 that he won them by himself. And that pretty much got them the series that he was able to get them a game. Now, I want Porzingis too, but I'm going to have to wait until season 8. It's not that... Porzingis really isn't that big of a deal because his card is only reaching about 2 to 3 mil. So, oh my God, this fucking honey's... Shaq came out today. He's only 2 mil. Do I want to play with Shaq again? No, I don't want to... not that I don't like Shaq with the card, but... I don't mind getting Shaq when he finally comes down to like 300,000 or something, you know, and just put him in the reserves with Akeem and David Robinson. What I want to get today is I want to get that Yao, and then I got Akeem. That is gonna keep me more than happy until I see if they drop a GOAT Ralph Sampson. If they don't drop Ralph Sampson, then I could stay with Akeem even longer until Porzingis comes down in price. Which then I would probably put Akeem and Shaq and David Robinson all in the reserves. But the crazy part is, Lou, is that the game really isn't ran through the bigs this year. You know, like it's a guard game this year, so it's just like, oh, did I make the right choices? But the size makes a huge difference on defense. So Balloon Man, can you believe Akeem Olajuwon? It would have felt so much better cashing in on that. But I am gonna make some MT off of it. I only paid 400,000 when it was time to rebuy him because I sold the original Akeem for I bought the original Akeem for one mil. I sold him for 900,000. I bought this one for 400,000 or 500,000. If I make 200,000 off of it, I'll be okay. I'll be okay if I make 200,000 off of it. It's better than nothing. You know, it means I only lost 200K on a card that I should have only lost 20,000 MT on. So that's how 2K gets you.
You're gonna make 150 today then?
I am already at. Let me see if I could look it up. I know I'm already more than at the halfway point.
Well, then finish it off.
I'm trying, but it's already 9:30.
Well, then how else are you gonna make? How are you gonna make 150 if you're not out there working?
I gotta make 120.
No, you need to make 150.
No, I don't want to go for the 150. There's no reason to, because then next week, I don't rip packs with that extra VC. But I don't think after Yao Ming, there's really nothing else for me to get unless they drop, like I said, GOAT Ralph Sampson or GOAT GOAT Ralph Sampson is the only thing, and that would make me forget about Porzingis. Then I would say forget about Porzingis. I would go with Kareem and Ralph Sampson off the bench. But I don't know if they're gonna drop a Ralph Sampson because they usually say Ralph Sampson for invincible status. I don't know why they never want to give us a GOAT Ralph Sampson. Okay, this was not an entrance. That sucks. But yeah, Lou, do you think they're going to give us a GOAT Ralph Sampson? I think with as much time as they have left in this year, Lou, everyone's going to get a GOAT card. You know that? I feel like since they have a whole season left and they already gave us the best of the best cards, the only thing left for them to do is give us like cards like Ralph Sampson, David Robinson, cards like that. That's pretty much it. That's the only thing I want is a David Robinson. And David Robinson, I'm not gonna buy a box for. I would just buy him out the auction house because he's gonna be dirt cheap eventually, like sooner than later. Shaq and David Robinson and Akeem always drop down in price real quick. So the only card I want is that Ralph Sampson. And what is this person doing? There's some stupid, ignorant motherfuckers out here, Lou. Like complete dummies. It's scary how dumb people are, Lou. Alright, I gotta go put in this code and shit, man.
Let me call you back on my thing.
Yeah, hit me back up later, man. There's always some dummy that doesn't know how to drive around you and shit. Oh my god, I gotta look for 13, 15.